Hey, just want to let you guys know up top that the audio is a little weird in this one, especially my audio. That should be fixed by the time the next episode comes out. So, yep, sorry. Hello, you're listening to another episode of Moral Ambiguity Blood Money, now on Anchor.fm. That wasn't the sponsorship part, I'm just saying. Anyway, on the last episode, Sonia and Ilphelodel named the two skeleton archers Ground and Turkey, and had an insane conversation about killing the rest of the party. Varroth broke the curse set upon Talgan and Sharwin as Talgan explained what happened before they woke up suddenly. You guys returned to Waterdeep and collected your rewards for returning the siblings. Casimir, Patrina, and Arabelle were all thrilled to see that you guys were still alive. Trollskull Manor had been refurnished while you guys were gone, and opened for a short time as a bar to make some coin. The house got a non-personalized postcard inviting them to come try cornerstones at the Drawn and Courtier, which Jack is very much looking forward to doing. Sonia and Jack started arguing about wanting to go on a vacation versus adventuring. Arabelle asked Sonia to keep teaching her how to use daggers. Ilphelodel and Patrina discussed whether or not they actually killed Strahd. Varroth got super drunk and passed out.
Yay!
You all woke up early the next day to get ready for some shopping. There was some argument about how Jack wasn't his real name or something, but we moved past that and learned that Sonia is from Longsaddle, about 3 days north of Waterdeep. You went to Crag's Smithery and ordered dragon mail, created from the green dragon hide you got from Thundertree. You also commissioned a dagger made from the dragon teeth you harvested and some gauntlets. The gauntlets will take 2 days, and the dagger will take 1 day. The dragon armor will take a 10-day due to how delicate the material is. Sonia asked Jack where she can find, quote, the stuff. And Jack pointed her in the direction of the dock and southwards. Sonia found a shop on Snail Street called Korin Solution, a shady alchemist shop full of all sorts of rare potions, run by a purple tiefling with yellow eyes. You found out that Korin is on the run from a lone shark, a halfling named Connor. Connor can be found at the Wrestling Federation on Saturdays. So
I also bought a shit ton of potions.
The potions that Korin had in stock were 20 potions of healing, 5 potions of greater healing, 5 philters of love, 5 potions of hill giant strength, 10 potions of climbing, 2 potions of water breathing, 1 potion of gaseous form, and 1 oil of slipperiness.
I severely hope you sent that to him because I'm not writing it all down.
I sent it.
Hang on,
I sent it to Nick in DMs.
Because I want to say that oil of slipperiness was not fucking. Oh, it was oil of slipperiness. Did I not buy it? How much money do I have left over? Oh yeah, yeah, okay. I mean, that's okay. Man, I gotta.
How much money did you spend?
You don't want to know.
Hey,
I can tell how much money I have now.
Quick aside, is oil of slipperiness just magical lube?
I have to look up exactly what it does.
I sure don't like that. I don't like the thing that you said there.
I'm just saying, I'm asking the questions here.
Okay, this sticky black unguent is thick and heavy in the container, but it flows quickly when poured.
Yep.
The oil can The oil can cover a medium or smaller creature along with the equipment it's wearing and carrying. One additional vial is required for a size category above medium. Applying the oil takes 10 minutes. The affected creature then gains the effect of freedom of movement for 8 hours. Alternatively, the oil can be poured on the ground as an action where it covers a 10-foot square, duplicating the effect of the grease spell in that area for 8 hours.
Yep, it's magical lube.
So I
Yep,
bought
you
this
use
and
the
I
phrase
can't even.
unguent, so yeah.
I bought this and I can't even use it. Oh.
No, you can use it.
Well, it says it only works on a creature. Well, I mean, unless I'm just making the whole place slippy slidey, it only works on a creature that's medium or lower.
Smaller.
You said, right?
Yeah.
Am I not?
You're medium.
Oh, that's humans and
Yeah.
medium. Okay. Okay. Cool.
All player races in standard are medium. There's a couple small.
Let's see.
I still don't know why fucking centaurs are medium.
So
That's wild to me.
unless Sonia wants to do anything else at Korin's solution, we're just going to go ahead and jump to the next day. Sonia?
No, I got my handful of potions here. Actually, I kind of want to. Yeah, can we jump to the next day? Because I wanna try some of these out.
The next day.
Yes, the next day. Persona 5 day transition. Ilphelodel and Sonia, you guys are probably the first to awake. Or come out of your trance, since you're elves.
Joke's on you, I haven't slept.
Yeah, what are you doing? Last time we saw Ilphelodel, he was poring over books and things regarding Barovia.
Coffee.
How you taking your coffee?
I imagine Ilphelodel probably drinks his coffee black.
I would say black as pitch.
That's what I was thinking too.
Do I have to make a Constitution save against a hangover?
No.
Okay.
You probably have one though.
Okay. I'm just asking.
I'm at the bar getting drunk. What do I gotta roll to get drunk?
You're getting drunk like at 9 in the morning?
I mean, technically, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Are there any chicks there?
Probably 5
Hey,
o'clock in
chicks.
say.
I want to know if I pick up any chicks.
Six, yeah.
Terrible.
That's an old reference.
Hey, Ilko!
Yes.
So, and I was like sliding close. So I got me one of these, and I pull out a couple of potions of love.
Oh, the philters of love.
Okay.
Do you know what they do? Because they just had labels on the bottom. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what. See, because this could mean a lot of things, right?
I suppose it could.
You wouldn't happen to know, like, with your dark arcane knowledge, what exactly they do.
With my dark arcane knowledge, let me tell you what the love potion does. Do I know what they do?
I'm gonna go ahead and say yeah. You know
What
that within 10 minutes after drinking it, the person who drank it becomes charmed for the next 1 hour. Yeah, hang on. Next time you see a creature within 10 minutes after drinking this filter, you become charmed by that creature for 1 hour. If the creature is of a species and gender you are normally attracted to, you regard it as your true love while you are charmed.
Wait, so then it makes so whoever drinks it is in love with the person who sold it to Sonia then?
No, it's the next time you see a creature within the next 10 minutes after drinking it.
Yeah.
I thought this was just a long con.
So like say if Sonia drank it and then Casimir came down the stairs and she looked over at Casimir, she would regard Casimir as her true love for the next hour.
Yeah,
Okay.
Think about the whole Fae thing. True love's first sight.
Yeah,
Like, the first person you see after drinking.
that makes sense.
And you have, what, 5 of these?
5 of them, yeah.
What the
Oh.
hell?
Bought Korin's whole stock.
How
Oh, yeah.
how did you
So
get those
it's-
home? Did you just cart? Are you? Do you have a wheelbarrow? Like what? What did you do?
I mean, I got a bag, a bag of heat, a bag of, whatever, right?
Bag of holding.
Bag of holding.
Oh no.
So I was able to cart off 5 potions of hill giant strength, 5 potions of love, 2 potions of water breathing, 1 potion of gaseous form, 2 greater healing, 5 regular healing, and this oil of slipperiness. So, okay.
Oh boy.
So the question is, who could we use it on that won't kill us once it's over?
You know, I have a massive headache, but like, wouldn't that make this worse?
I'm talking to Ilfel.
Apparently, we're both still asleep.
Yes.
I mean, Varroth can be there.
Like, I passed out, remember? Oh, no. Jack got me upstairs. Nope,
Yeah.
that was right.
I suppose that would be something to think about.
Yeah, because, like, we got 4 of these, so I want to use at least one of them to really fuck with somebody. But, like, I'm worried Jack won't take it the right way, right? Like, I feel like even though it would probably be the most fun.
I don't know. The dragon might be the most fun.
Oh,
You
come
bought
the
the-
fuck out.
You bought these potions as a prank?
I mean, yeah. Oh, well, I mean, I bought the potions because they were there.
Next
Correct
up, we
me
need
if
a
I'm
pocket
wrong.
of ravioli
Isn't Sonia
holding.
lawful evil?
Hang on. I heard pocket of ravioli holding?
Yeah, it's just a
Excuse me?
prank.
Oh man, I miss Filthy Frank.
Infinite raviolis. Sounds nice.
A pocket of infinite ravioli. Yes! Finally!
Ravioli.
Give me the formula.
Ravioli.
There it is. Yep, there it is. We made it. We did it. Podcast is over. Good night, everybody.
Guys, we finally did a SpongeBob.
We've peaked.
All right. All right.
If this
So,
is
like,
peak, I am
so, like-
horrified at what happens.
so,
when we
like,
go downhill.
look at my skills. Okay, so, like, my sleight of hand is at 5. What's yours at?
Probably much less. I can assure you, in fact.
Okay,
it is
so,
less.
okay, you know what? Well, I got 5 here. You take 1, and just whenever we get the chance, one of us, like, when we get the chance, right? Yeah?
Why don't you just put it in their coffee?
Because that's boring. It's got to be, like, spontaneous. And it's got to be at a moment. I can't do it whenever, only when it's going to be funny. It's Roger Rabbit rules.
I understand this code of ethics, and I approve.
Yeah, so, like, I'll give you 1. That way, just in case, like, if you, because, you never know. We end up in different situations, right?
All right, I'll take it.
This is stupid.
Yeah, it is, but it's going to be really funny.
Alright, so Ilphelodel, you now have one of the filters of love.
All right.
I hate this. I just want you to know that I hate this.
How
Yeah.
long was the last you
Sonia-
said? An hour?
Yeah, it lasts for an hour. But they have to see the creature within 10 minutes.
I want to try drinking one myself, mostly just to see that if my poison resistance or
Well,
my
it's not a
ability
poison.
to end, or my anti-charm thing might be able to end it. But like that's
Elves can't be magically charmed, so
yeah, that's
that
why I
would-
was like, I wonder.
I
if
would
this-
consider it a magical effect. So
Also, you can't be charmed at all being a monk.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to see if it would work on me or not. If you know.
go ahead and just guess that it probably won't.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so I recall at the end of the first half of the last episode, Sonia had asked Ilphelodel to go fuck with the Blackstaff.
Oh, right.
Is that
Yeah.
something you still want to pursue?
I mean, yeah, I still got her skull.
That's...
I don't think you're... No, it's one of those chattering teeth toys.
I was
I
going
mean-
to say, that sounded both inaccurate and also fucked up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, when did we get the Blackstaff skull?
I stole the skull because see, I went up to the Blackstaff Manor, and then the skull was there, and the skull told me to piss off, and then I said, "Well, fuck you, I want to talk to her," so I took the skull with me, and I checked it when we went underground, and it didn't work, and so now I'm like, I wonder if it'll work when we get closer to the.
I remember that now. Yeah.
Was it actually
Yes.
a skull, though?
That's what you said. It was a skull.
I thought it was one of those chattering teeth toys.
Yeah, I was pretty sure it was a chattering teeth toy.
Well, then it's a I remember when you first. Now you might have changed it to a chattering teeth, and I'm willing to accept that. But
I remember something vaguely like that happening.
no,
Regardless.
what you said was it was a skull, and then when I tried to use it underground, you said it doesn't work. It's just like one of those chattering teeth toys. It just goes like, and you know.
I don't remember, honestly.
Huh.
Well, look,
Well-
well, it's my bullshit, and I do remember it. So, like, let's just go with that. Okay,
Okay,
Like,
alright.
it's like, I can understand you guys not wanting to deal with the bullshit. It was my specific thing, so I made sure to remember.
Okay.
Well, it's not that I didn't want to deal with it. It's just I thought it was for sure a chattering tooth toy.
I'm
That's
mostly
all.
talking to them. It's like I don't expect you guys to remember. I don't expect you to keep up with my inane ramblings.
But you're supposed to be keeping up with all of my ramblings. How else are we supposed to get this done? You know this.
All of your ramblings are situated under the jack tree on my notes, which just says "crazy" in quotations might kill me.
That's fair.
Okay,
Yeah,
now I'm
nothing about that
terrified.
seems
What
wrong.
does mine say?
Drunk in quotations probably won't kill me. Will steal my stuff.
No, I won't steal your shit.
I think if I make you angry enough, you might.
No, I'd probably in a drunken rage piss all over it.
Oh. Okay, that's in No, that's in the Seaward. Okay. I was looking up where the fuck the Blackstaff Tower was. It's like on the edge of the Seaward. Is that something you guys want to do? Yes, no? Like for sure?
I thought we were really worried about... Oh, I guess you're talking to them, because I'm still asleep.
Decide when you want to wake up.
Later than everyone else.
I come
Okay.
stumbling down the stairs holding my head.
You guys see Varroth just kind of shambling down the staircase.
I give a look like, is this now? Yes? No?
I put my hand on his shoulder and it's like, you will know when. Young Padawan.
Oh my god.
I just kind of look at them both like, too hungover for this shit.
We're doing elf shit.
Do I believe them?
Do you? That's up to you.
I don't believe you, but I don't care enough right now. Ugh.
I come down about 10 minutes later. What
Jack has
up?
now entered the room.
I sit down right next to Varroth and look over at Sonia and just right in Varroth's ear like, what up? How's everybody this morning?
Do I have to roll an attack roll to hit him in the face?
No.
I just punched Jack square in the jaw.
Okay, you miss. I could say things too, you know. You could say a thing and I could say a thing, and that's the end of it. Good morning. How you feeling, bud? You want some breakfast?
Like, no, like, seriously, if you're coming down and yelling at Varroth's ear while he's hungover, that is his
Okay.
first reaction, is just punch.
Okay, and you don't hit me? I mean, if you can say that you punch, I can say that you don't hit me, right?
That's why I was asking if I had to make an
If we're
attack
not gonna
roll.
roll,
Oh my god.
That's why I asked if I had to.
Which one of our servants fixes food?
I take the punch.
She's the means of
Ow.
production.
Asshole. Unnecessary. Good morning. What's going on in this room? What are y'all doing? What's up? What are we doing?
Elf
They're
shit.
doing elfy shit.
That's weird. We gonna go do cornerstones today? What's the plan? Okay, that's not a plan.
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it.
So the things that we were talking about last night were the cornerstone thing, and then Sonia having trouble at your monastery. Did you still want to go do that?
I didn't have any trouble with my monastery. Well,
We assume
guys
she
wanna-
killed her.
you
the rest of her
assume he's
monastery.
killed, and you guys want to make sure I'm not a murderer. You also seem to think I killed everyone in my family.
No.
Despite
What you thought was that you had a bad dream there that might have been important to something bad happening, and instead of accusing you of killed your family because that's a crazy thing to do, I said, hey, maybe we should go check it out just to make sure they're all safe.
No, remember I said, like, how close is Cornerstone to, like, my family's place? And you guys were like, why? And I was like, because they might think I'm dead. And they were like, why? Did you kill people? And I was like, I don't know why you went to kill people first, but, like, nah. And they're like, what about your monastery thing? And I was like, they're fine, I think. And then we talked
Yeah,
about
but
the dream.
we didn't believe you.
Yeah, you didn't
no, I
believe me.
remember that now because we were automatically suspicious because it's like, wait, you haven't told us anything about your family, and now you're letting us know that they think you're dead, and then you're telling us that your monastery may or may not have been slaughtered, and we assumed from there.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, my monastery's fine. And you're like, guys, like, I don't believe you. And I'm like, why not? Look at this lovable.
Okay, well, I'm literally not going to sit here all day, so are we going to go to Red Larch, or are we going to go do something else?
Yeah. Do
What's
you want
the
to do
play?
the monastery, or do you want to go to Red Larch? I'm fine with either. Although
We can go
I'm
to the
guessing Matt probably doesn't have anything ready for the monastery.
You don't have to call me out like that.
I mean,
Well, it's not calling out, it's being considerate.
if I'm going to be 100% honest, that's a Matt problem.
You're not wrong.
Make him
That is
fly by
not
the
a-
seat of his pants or go by the book.
That is not a me problem. That is a Matt problem. And that'll be a problem that Matt will have to solve when we go there.
Or do we just want to be nice and go to Red Larch?
I mean, I don't even really have a plan for there.
Okay.
Okay, so
I'm leaving this. Listen, this part of the book is really sandboxy, so just, fucking.
Oh, okay,
But
but what else?
like what we can do, what's going to be set up? Like, I'm fine with showing them my monastery to prove that I'm not crazy. But if you've got nothing set, up, then go ahead and tell us that. And I'll be like, yeah, let's go eat some fucking pierogies or whatever the fuck it is you want to get. Like
Pierogies.
pierogies. I mean, they kind of like pierogies, aren't they? Cornerstones?
Jelly filled?
Yeah, okay.
So they're
Shit.
more like a punchki.
Yeah, they're more like a punchki.
I don't know what a punchki is. I think you made that word
What?
up, but
maybe more like a beignet.
Fat Tuesday?
is this just gonna be a podcast episode, or am I gonna start having to stab people?
No, I'm assuming Red Larch is like part of the book.
It is.
Okay.
Well, it's not part of the book. It's part of the It's part of the Faroon map.
We can go
And
get some.
I
We can go get
think-
some cornerstones, or we can go to Sonia's monastery, or we can go get cornerstones and then go to go to Sonia's monastery.
Yeah, is the would you say Cornerstone Place is on the way to the monastery? We could
Yes,
say
it's about halfway between Waterdeep and Longsaddle.
Or we are missing one option.
Mm-hmm.
There's Sonia's whole taking care of the loan shark for her potion buddy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's going to the Waterdeep Wrestling Federation.
Are we killing him?
Whatever taken care of ends up being.
It's the Sword Coast
I-
Wrestling Federation.
Oh, whatever.
I asked him if he wanted us to kill him, and he said no, so I'm assuming he wants this done more duplicitously.
So we beat the shit out of him, but don't kill him.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
wants me to break his thumbs.
I mean, if we want to do that first, we can. I don't know what this wrestling thing is you keep talking about, but we can at least try it.
All right, so what's the play here?
I see, so we're not dealing with a mark. Okay, that's fine.
What?
Still real to him, damn it.
Makes sense to me.
I'm fine with any option, so
Let's murder a loan shark. Ilphelodel
good.
stands up and grabs his staff.
alright. Ilphelodel decided, let's go kill a loan shark.
All right.
Why
Alright.
not a few landlords while we're at it?
I'll
Yes.
summon the
Meow.
flame tongue sword and then put it into the sheath at my belt.
I need to go up in my notes real quick.
Go up in your ass.
Okay.
Joseph.
What? Okay.
Didn't need to say that.
Listen, it's not my fault God put the man's G-spot in the butthole.
All right. Oh, this is getting cut out.
No, it's staying in.
Oh, it's that kind of podcast, isn't it?
All right, so
That kind of episode.
luckily for you guys, the Sword Coast Wrestling Federation, located at the Guild for Brawlers, Acrobats, and Martial Artists.
That's not a.
Nope,
Alright.
it's something I made up.
Okay. That's fine.
It's not that far from you, actually.
I was going to say, is this actually in the damn adventure book?
No,
Yeah,
it's something I made up.
good.
Like I said.
That's mine. That's ours. Do you hear that, Matt Mercer? This is our shit.
Actually, the one you're more wanting to worry about there is good old Vince Rooney.
So it's located. It's located in Stabbed Sailor Alley. The real place on the map.
I need
Stabbed
you to... Okay,
Sailor
no,
Alley.
No.
This is my kind of place.
You need to switch that. Because
To what?
this is Sailor Stab Alley.
Nope. Stabbed Sailor Alley.
Because otherwise we gotta stab sailors, and I'd rather go down the alley where it says the sailors are gonna stab me.
Well, would you rather it be in Shattercrock Alley?
Oh man, would I fucking ever! Hey guys, let's go to Shattercock Alley.
That's not what he said.
This is not Shattercock.
No,
What he said now.
that's what it is.
The council decided.
Yeah.
Okay. It's between Stabbed Sailor Alley and Shattercock Alley. That's what it is now. You guys have decided.
I don't like this. I don't like
This
this
is-
game that we're playing.
This is what democracy is.
I want off this boat.
So, you guys enter. It's nestled between several different buildings, several different shops, little apartment complexes. You see a 16 by 16 ring setup, kind of squat in the center, and there's risers on all sides for audience members to sit at. You don't see anybody around, however.
Do we see any flyers for like the next show?
Yes. You do see a flyer pinned to one of the outer walls of a building. I need to come up with a name for a show. Fuck.
WrestlePalooza.
That's actually already a show.
I
Wrestle-lots.
was gonna say I think that one's taken.
Wrestle-lots.
Um,
Wrestle-lots.
King of Iron Fist.
Nope. That's also taken. Big time.
Yeah, that's
Strongest
Tekken.
under the
That's Tekken.
strongest under the heavens.
I think that's also probably taken. I like
It is.
Wrestle-lots. It's good.
Are we? No, wait. Okay, wait. I was mistaken. Are we for what it's called, or for what this particular show is going to be called?
For the show.
The
Wrestle-lots.
show, WrestleMania.
That's just just gonna get us in trouble.
No, we're not,
No.
because it's Wrestle TM.
That's not how it works.
Uh,
That's not how any of this works.
you know,
Stop
hell playing in a cell.
No, I'm not.
going
I'm-
too close to things that are
I'm not
Domain
gonna
of
rip
Dread
off-
in a cell.
Yeah,
I still think Wrestle-lots is the best one.
I know we
Domain-
have these
hang
whack
on.
names.
Hang on. Domain of Dread is actually a really good name for a wrestling show. So that's what it is. It's Domain of Dread. It's the advertised matches. There's one for the SCWF Tag Team Championship. The current champions, the Pop and Rock Express.
I'm waiting for these names.
Now, is one of them named Pop and the other named Rock, or is that just what they're called? They're like DMX, and they actually have names themselves.
It's like the Pop and
that-
Lock Express, only
that-
not quite.
They're defending their titles.
What are their names, Matt?
Mauricio Nittleman.
Hang on. I'm still writing Pop and Rock Express. Give me a fucking second. All right, Horatio what?
Mauricio Nittleman.
Horatio Middleman.
Middle with an N.
Middle. You fucking. You need to take into account that we have to write shit down, Matt. Right? You know
don't
that,
need
right?
to write this down.
Oh fuck! It's notes, man.
The one
Dude,
time we
you
decide to write
everything.
notes, it's for this.
I have notes for everything, and it's always fun whenever it's like, here's a name.
All right, that's fair. You know what? That is fair.
All right, so we have Mauricio Nittleman.
And Findras Lassalle.
Alrighty then.
FINDRASSL''SOL.
I don't know what that equates to. I'm trying to think of something that you did that's clever here, and I'm not
I'm
getting
assuming
anything.
Oh, no.
Findris is Finn Balor.
There's only one actually clever, like dumb, clever name in this.
And we
Well,
haven't
it's
read-
not those. Ha ha!
So the Pop and Rock Express are defending their titles against the Devil's Children, which are two tieflings.
That's a lot of
Surprise,
nose
surprise.
and kind of racist, but all right.
Hey, they named themselves that.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't gonna. Yeah. Yep. They sure did.
The next match is for the SCWF Cruiserweight Championship. The current champion is Scales, a kobold bard,
Okay.
and he is taking on Ron Flash as a gnome. Makes
Fair.
sense for the Cruiserweight Championship.
That's okay. That's racist. That's the one.
And then the SCWF Heavyweight Championship is going to be defended. The current champion is Darius Orlanthi, who's a Goliath barbarian. And he's actually taking on Crag from Crag's Smithery.
Oh!
Huh. So he's here instead of getting our shit done.
No, you looked around. Nobody is around.
Just heckling him when he shows up. Hey, where's my shit?
You suck.
Where's my breastplate?
So I'm gonna be honest here. I didn't catch which one was the clever name.
Scales, because he's a kobold bard.
Gotcha.
Shit.
Yeah.
He's scaly, musical
God,
scales.
I hate it.
Gotcha.
And he likes to pull a piano from underneath the ring.
No.
So yeah, you see flyers for Domain of Dread just all over the place. But yeah, nobody's here right now. It doesn't appear to be.
Okay.
When is the next show? I mean, when does it say that show is?
That show is this upcoming Saturday. It is currently Wednesday.
Well, looks like we might have to wait then on this one.
Or the Wednesday equivalent. Whatever
Yeah, I
it is
get
in
you.
the Forgotten Realms.
Is there like a booker's office or?
We're not here for the show, technically. We're here for a person, so.
We're here to beat some ass.
We're here to kick some ass and chew bubble gum, and we're all out of bubble gum.
You know what? You know what APA stands for, right? Always pounding ass. And that's what we're here for. What? Why is everyone
I thought it was
laughing?
Acolyte Protection Agency.
Nope. Have you never seen that shirt? It's great. It's the worst shirt they've ever produced. It says APA always pounding ass.
I've
Yeah.
never seen that
It's
shirt.
great.
Yeah.
That sounds-
It's right up there with the Sin Cara has a penis on himself shirt, which is also pretty great.
They've had some terrible, terrible shirts.
It's amazing. So
Yep.
yeah, it doesn't appear that anybody is nearby. The Booker's office, you could probably guess, is at the actual guild itself, and the guild is a little ways away.
And quick aside, because I just thought about it, then there's the 80s, the glorious 80s metal band album covers that are Drew McIntyre shirts.
Yeah, those are all great.
Moving on.
So let's go to the Booker's office.
Booker man.
Okay, you guys move down Soldown Street onto Sardoon Street. And there you see the facade of the guild for brawlers, acrobats, and martial artists. It's just this kind of unassuming brick building with just a wooden carved sign above the door that marks it as the guild.
Does it just say fight across it?
No, it says what the guild is.
Oh.
Battle.
Bateau! Okay. I mean, this is Sonia's job. Or I'm gonna let Sonia go forward.
I mean, I'd rather one of you take point.
You're the martial artist.
Yeah, but don't we want to try to diplomacy this first?
That's why I'm letting you do it.
I'm just gonna punch him.
Okay, what's the guy's name we're looking for?
Connor.
Connor McGregor?
Yes.
Okay, but
Connor McGregor.
But what's
He's
his
a long
actual
short.
name?
His name is Connor.
Okay.
Didn't get a last name. He's a loan
Okay.
shark. He's a halfling male. We came here because this is one of the spots. The other spot he can be in is the yawning portal.
Okay. We probably should have gone there first, but okay. So I'm gonna walk in.
All right. You enter this kind of lobby foyer area.
Mhm.
There's seats along both the walls to your left and to your right, and at the end of this room there's a desk with a secretary sitting behind it.
Hold on. I pull the group aside and I say, what if we challenge him to a wrestling match and then he accidentally gets his neck snapped?
Cool.
I'm all for it. I'll do it.
Here's an
yeah.
idea. Just also a thought. Hear me out. What if I beat the shit out of him and promise more if he does it again?
I mean, one of us lets us commit murder.
Yeah.
Legally.
You know what? What we should do is we'll challenge him to a wrestling match, and then we'll let Jack beat the fuck out of him during the wrestling match.
Do
And
I
then if
look
he
like a
doesn't-
wrestler?
And if he doesn't comply, then he will get murdered.
Do I look like a wrestler?
All I'm gonna say is, with all the kind of scary smoke and everything, get a little bit.
Yeah, just like unbutton like the first few buttons on your shirt. We'll like throw some water on you. It'll look like some grease. Oh, you have grease, don't you?
Yeah.
Do I have this
I got
spell
grease.
grease?
We just
I
grease
don't, I
you
don't
up
have
a
this
bit.
spell grease.
No,
they're
but I
talking
have
about the oil of slippery.
You
I
are
got-
not
I got
gonna
this.
lube me
Slippery.
up.
Then you won't be able to. Oh my god! I have the key to us winning whatever fucking wrestling match we're going to be put into. You won't be able to. Whoever wrestles will be doused in this. And they won't be able to be grappled.
I don't think I'm allowed to do that per probably the rules. But also, why don't I just talk to him and then beat his ass if he doesn't pay attention? Doesn't do what we ask.
Because what is the
Because
whole
the Waterdeep
point of going
guard-
to a wrestling thing without one of us getting in a match?
Okay,
Because the Waterdeep City Guard
Jack
will
looks at each
shove
of
a
you.
pike up your ass.
Jack looks at each of you very importantly, and he says, "Listen, from the bottom of my heart, I don't know what wrestling is.
It doesn't matter. You're not going to be the one doing it. You just need to
You
talk
just
to
said I
them
was
and-
gonna be."
If you wanted to.
If you don't want to, that's fine. But out of all of us, you're the one who has the best talking to people stat. So we need you to
So
just
then
get us
why
through
are
the
we just
door.
talking to him?
So we
Why
need
don't
you
I
to
just go up to him and say, "Hey, I need you to call off this debt, or I'm gonna beat your ass"? Why do we have to have a wrestling match involved?
Because we want.
Because it's wrestling!
I stare at the camera like this is an episode of The Office.
You.
I just look directly at the camera, completely stone-faced. Like we're in an episode of The Office.
The camera is really shaky and zooms in very slightly for effect.
Listen, I'm working towards a really funny joke. Work with me here.
Okay. You can always just sign up to wrestle at any time. This is not a fucking episode of Scooby-Doo. They're not just gonna let you in the fucking ring, man.
It's
You
like.
don't know that.
This
Why won't you play with us? All right, we have the space here, and we're just ready to have fun. But you're just like
Listen,
stamping
this
over
is the
there,
2002 Spider-Man movie. All right,
yeah.
and one of us is gonna get in there with Bonesaw.
All right.
And if you can last 3 minutes, you make off with $300.
Bonesaw is ready.
3 minutes of playtime.
Damn it. Okay. So here's
I
how this is
want
gonna
to
shake
hear.
out.
I want to hear fucking Ash Williams say one of our names. God damn it! It doesn't have to be me. It can be any one of us. But
I love how you
goddamn,
don't
what's
call
gonna
him
happen?
Bruce Campbell. You just call him Ash.
Yeah,
No, because
yeah.
in the show, in the movie he was Bruce Campbell. Here it's
I don't. Okay, so I say, okay, cool. This is what we're going to do. You all stay out here. I'll get this worked out, and I go into. Wait, what's the guy's name? Who's dead? It is?
Oh, the person that owes the money?
Yes,
Korin.
Korin. Okay, Korin owes the money. What was the guy's name who Connor has the debt? Okay, that's confusing. Okay, and I tell them all to wait outside, and I go inside.
All right. Like I said, same description. It's a small foyer-ish kind of like lobby. There's the seats lining both the walls. At the end, there's a desk with an orc woman sitting behind it, poring over some papers.
Okay. Hello. I am looking for a man named Connor. Should be a halfling fellow?
She looks up and says, "I'm sorry, do you have an appointment?"
Yes, this is for settling some debt.
I'm unsure what you're talking about.
If you will inform Connor that I'm here to settle some debt,
On behalf
he
of
will be
Korin.
more than happy to let me in.
She rubs her chin for a minute and just says, Connor. Oh, he volunteers on Ring Crew. The halfling?
Yes. Is he
Oh,
available?
Not today, no.
Do you know where he might be?
Probably the awning portal?
Is she lying to me?
I mean, you can make an insight check if you really want.
I do.
I mean, you
That's
can
a
play
24.
D&D if you want.
I will play all of the goddamn D&D I am allowed to. That's a 24.
She's not
I'll be right
lying.
back.
Okay. Do you mind if I hang out here for just a few minutes and have a conversation with you?
I don't mind. I was actually
Cool.
just finishing this week's finances.
Okay, how's that looking? Everything good for the business?
We're up
Okay, nice.
for the month,
nice.
so
I'm glad to
Jack
hear
getting
that.
his flirt on.
That's great to hear. And what exactly do you do here?
I keep track of financial records.
Is this okay, is this wrestling?
This is for the guild as a whole.
Oh, okay. And the guild is like, it's acrobats and athletes
Yes.
and people that get like stabby people, or is it just like brawling?
It's usually just the wrestling, but we also
Okay.
do have a trapeze show.
Oh,
Every now and
that's
again.
nice. Okay, and then a very important question: what is wrestling?
She just kind of looks at you and she says, "What do you mean?"
I'm not from around here. I don't know what wrestling is.
Okay. So, the basic overview
Mm-hmm.
is two people get into a ring. You
Okay.
saw the ring, I'm assuming,
Yes.
and to put it simply, the violence is pulled,
Okay.
but the pain is real.
So it's a stunt show with a story.
If you, yes.
Okay. That's very easy. And 3 other people couldn't answer the question, so thank you very much. And I give her like a gold piece.
I don't need that.
Thank you for the information. It's what I know how to do, okay? Just take it.
She just says, "Okay," and grabs the coin.
All right. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. And I walk out the door. Okay, you got your match. 2 weeks from tonight, I gave her a gold piece to secure the deal. All you have to do is say my name when you arrive. Let them know you're ready to fight, and they'll put you in a match. Let's go.
What?
You heard what I said. That is what I said.
That's
I
not
gave-
what transpired.
Yeah, I know it's not what transpired, but it's what I tell them that transpired. Now we have to go to the
All right.
running portal because he's not here.
Hey, roll an opposing deception to a 26.
Now listen. I gave her money. They saw this.
Yes.
Conversation
No,
was
hang on,
long
hang on.
enough.
I don't like the
Alright, I'm back. What happened?
you don't have to roll insight or deception. Varroth, if you think he's lying, you think he's lying.
You're lying, Jack.
But that's how would you possibly think that I'm lying?
Because you're... What are you...
Because you don't
Okay.
know what wrestling is.
I literally gave her money
Okay, and?
to get you guys a match. It was a gold piece down, five gold to the winner. How hard is that?
I lean over to Ilphel.
I don't believe you.
I zoned out there for a second. What the fuck's happening?
That's okay. You saw me go in there and talk to that woman. You don't know what I said. You know it was a longish conversation because I specifically extended it. I handed her money and walked out. There is
I'm
nothing.
suspicious.
There is nothing in that row of things that would make you suspicious. Nothing. Between
seriously-
me going in
seriously.
and coming out, there's no way you would be suspicious of that.
Or
Okay.
the fact I've been adventuring with you for how long? and I know
Yeah.
you.
You told me to go in there and get a match. I did the thing.
I
Okay,
didn't tell
I
you to
did
go
what
in and
you
get a
told
match.
me to do.
What? Okay,
No,
what's
How is
I
that
didn't.
me being suspicious?
Sonia did.
Seriously, what is
Hang on.
happening? I like I said, I got back. What happened?
I had what amounts to probably like a 7-minute conversation with that woman about what wrestling was. I gave her gold and then came out and told you all that I had a match for you that doesn't exist.
And I simply stated I didn't believe him, and he got incredulous.
So my
I mean-
question is, if I had gone in there and actually gotten a match together, would you still not believe me?
Probably not.
Yeah, like you didn't even know what wrestling was.
I asked her what it was. She told
Yeah,
me.
but
She
we
explained
don't
what
know that. Literally, I don't know.
Oh
All right,
my
fine.
God.
Whatever. I don't do that. I just
Hey,
I walk out and tell them, "Hey, he's over there," and we go do the thing.
I was just playing around. I don't know why you took it so like
And
seriously.
I don't. I've grown to not like rolling like insight checks against other party members and stuff like that. It's just if your character thinks someone is lying, they think they're lying.
That's meta knowledge. To think that I'm lying right now is meta knowledge.
No,
That's
it's
not-
I know it
It's meta
isn't.
knowledge to
You-
ruin a joke.
Well, no.
Never
'cause
mind.
It's like,
Never mind. It just doesn't. It doesn't happen. Never mind. Just let's keep going.
The whole
It's
joke
like-
setup is also that this, like you see in the shows where they narrow their eyes at him and be like, "I don't believe you," and then they go on their way.
Oh, okay.
Like that's a trope too.
All right. Okay. So, what's next?
Over to the yawning portal.
Is that what everyone's agreeing on?
Yep.
Also, I didn't know that was part of the joke. I thought you were legitimately telling him I booked a match.
Yeah. What I was saying was, I was setting up so that they would come back here in like a week and there would be no match and it would be hilarious. That was the joke I was setting up.
So you're setting up a joke that we were never actually going to get the payoff for
Why wouldn't we
Yes.
get the payoff for it?
because we're not coming back after we do this.
Okay,
bit.
okay, it's
Simply-
Then it wouldn't have mattered. Then it literally would never have gotten brought back up. But if it had been, it'd have been hilarious.
anyway to the yawning portal.
Oh, so you didn't book it?
There was nothing to book.
I wasn't here. I came back and you said, what?
there.
I came back. I remember I said, I'll be right back. And then I came back and then I asked what happened. And you said, oh, I went in there and then I had a 7-minute conversation and I booked you a match and you guys aren't believing me. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
So yeah,
okay.
that was part of the setup.
Oh, so we did. God damn it. Son of a bitch. Jack, you son of a bitch. Because I was about to go back. I was like before you guys do that, I was gonna go and be like, so when is our matching? I wanted to ask like questions to the lady.
Oh, this has gone way off the rails. Anywho, so
Ah.
the yawning portal and all of its 3-story glory is pretty packed right now, which is weird considering it's morning time. But you also know that the yawning portal is pretty fucking famous. You see Durnan behind the bar tending to the different patrons. You see some people who work there walking around handing people ale and whatever breakfast food they might have ordered.
I mean, is it famous or is it famous in the way that you all say Skyline is famous, where it's not actually famous?
I don't know what Skyline is, so
Skyline chili.
You just like.
And I'm gonna
fucking
say
with
it. I'm gonna say an unpopular opinion here. It sucks.
that's how I feel about Buffalo Wild Wings. Anyway, so you guys see the large well in the center of the tap room that goes down into Under Mountain. And you peruse, there are quite a few halflings around on the various floors. You just never got like an actual description of Connor.
He's a halfling male.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you didn't get, like, hair color, eye color, whatever.
Ask the barkeep. I mean, he should know the regulars.
Is that what you're doing, or are you asking everyone else?
I'm asking the group.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
Yeah.
All right, so who's gonna walk up and ask Durnan?
I vote Sonia since this whole thing is like she agreed to take the job on.
Sonia?
All right. And like I puff out my chest, so I was like, all right, guys, let me show you how it's done. All right. This is how you get information. And I walk over to the barkeep, and I slam down 10 gold.
Durnan just cocks an eyebrow.
I need. And oh no, not you. I'm gonna like whisper in like, I'm looking for someone. I'm looking for a man who done wronged me.
Let me find the accent. And who might you be looking for?
A scruffy little halfling by the name of Connor.
You see him. He slides the gold into his hands and behind the counter. And Durnan says, Connor. He comes by here every other day. Today I did see him. It was a little earlier. I'm actually not sure if he's still here. If he is, he's on the second floor.
Well, thank you, sir.
Not a problem.
Excuse me, I got a date with Destiny.
I apologize to everybody. I cannot get accents correct.
Or remember who is what, even though I have them written down. I apologize. That is not Durnan's accent.
It's okay.
Does anybody actually care?
Nope.
I
As
care.
long as I convey the information, does it even matter?
Well,
I
like
care,
the
damn
accent. I like the accents. I don't know why. I mean, okay, have we met this guy before?
You have, yeah. I gave him a.
Oh, then I mean, whatever. Like,
I gave him a slight, like a slightly gruff English accent before, but I can't seem to get that right now.
Yeah, that's fine. When it's like, characters we don't meet all that often, or, that's fine if they ends up, flip-flopping. This
Okay.
is Durnan. This is Durnan's brother, Durnan. The family they were real fucking lazy with the names.
All right, so you're going upstairs, yeah?
Yeah. Well, I go to the other guys. I was like, he's upstairs.
All right, let's go upstairs.
I'll follow upstairs.
All right, so you take one of the spiral staircases along one of the pillars, and you head up there. It's considerably less packed here. You see just a plethora of different kinds of people here. You see a bard in the corner strumming a severely out of tune lute. It doesn't seem to give a shit though. And it's kind of catchy, the tune that he's playing. And over at one of the tables, you see a halfling, a dwarf, and a tiefling playing a card game. And you hear the tiefling just kind of slam his fist on the table and just go, "Fuck! That was all my gold." And then the halfling just kind of laughs and just says, "Well, maybe you should learn how to play the game better."
I go and grab Jack. Hey, you sneak, right? You sneak.
I have been known to do this.
Pull out a potion of love. Listen. I need you to get this into Connor's drink without him seeing it. I'm gonna go up and try to get his attention. I'm gonna get into a card game with him. Yeah. And
Okay.
while it's happening,
Are
I need
we
you to.
poisoning him then?
It's not poison.
Is it what I think it is?
It's not. I look Jack in the eye. It's not poison.
I hate the meme you sent in Discord.
Okay, so I know
You're
that
welcome.
I know that it's a love potion then.
if
some
that's what
call it-
Sonia referred to it as, then
Some
sure.
call it. A little bit of liquid courage.
You're gonna get him drunk?
Yes. On
I
love.
point.
Jack, you look at the potion, you see that it's rose-hued and contains one kind of easy to miss bubble that's shaped like a heart.
That's gross. All right, do your thing. I'll do what I can.
All right. Let's see. Okay.
I think I get to play here.
As you approach the table, the tiefling actually gets up and just says, "I'm going home for the day." That wasn't his voice either. Fuck! Anyway, it doesn't matter. You'll never see him again, probably.
And I'll slide up and be like, "Well, on the street this is where you go to make some money."
The halfling kind of just looks at you and cocks an eyebrow and just says, "You play?"
And I sit down and grab some cards and go like, "I dabble."
Just nods slightly and she says, "All right, the current pot is 5 gold."
All right, I throw 5 gold in, and I roll whatever dice I need to roll to play cards.
So now I need Jack to explain how he's sneaking up and doing this.
Well, I sit down at the table next to him. Deal me in.
Okay. Another player. Sounds good. He deals you a hand of cards.
Thank you. And then I'll reach over as he's handing me the cards. I guess the way that I reach over tends to goes by his glass, and I have the vial palmed. I just drip it in as I go back by.
Varroth is gonna sit at a table to where he has a good view of the halfling, like his body, so I can tell if he's palming or anything. If he's trying to cheat.
Okay. So, Jack, I want you to make a sleight of hand check versus his perception.
I should also be pointed out that I am specifically proficient in poker.
Okay.
If that helps. You said sleight of hand?
There's a lot of like creaking and like squeaking coming from you.
That's my microphone stand when I'm moving it around.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
So yeah, just a sleight of hand check versus his perception.
That's a 24.
Yeah, that's a 17 for perception.
Oh wow, that was really high.
So you're able to slip the filter of love into his drink.
And then can I cheat at this poker game to get a straight flush?
I don't even know what you would roll for that. Probably another sleight of hand.
I mean,
don't know.
I was thinking I was proficient with poker cards, so.
Okay.
Which I mean, I'm also, like I said, it's a +9 instead of a +8 for my sleight of hand. So actually, no, it's a +9 for sleight of hand because for some reason this hasn't upgraded to. This hasn't bumped my decks up yet. So actually, that would have been a 25.
Damn.
Then, in that case, this was a 26.
Damn, that's really high.
Yep, it was the first roll was a 16 + 8. The second roll was a 17 + 8. Or sorry,
Okay.
plus 9 to each of those.
Varroth, make a perception check.
24.
Yeah, this halfling's definitely trying to cheat.
I'm just gonna kind of look right at Jack and cough a couple of times.
I don't like my eyes don't leave the halfling, but I just kind of tilt my head just a little bit. I know what he's trying to do.
All right, so it's standard
And
game.
Sonia throws down 2 cards. Go fish!
Figured as much.
The game is poker.
That's exactly. I was testing you to make sure you knew what game we were playing.
Right. Just takes a drink. Sets the mug back down.
So what, Fuck. I didn't... Okay. Hang on, I need to actually think about what I'm going to say. Because I need to get his attention.
I'll call that.
I actually don't know how to play poker in real life.
It's call, and then or it's the person puts the first bit of coin down. It depends. I guess it depends on the version of poker you're playing.
Play a
Honestly, the way
5-card
we're
stud.
Yeah.
So in
It
this
seems to be
case,
the way we're playing is probably like, go into a call, I guess.
yeah. So basically, it's the person puts the first bet down, which will be me. He either calls or raises. Sonia either calls or raises. I either call or raise. As soon as someone, or you fold. As soon as it gets back around to the person that put in the initial bet, the highest bet, they then show their hand, and whoever has the best hand wins.
Unless they raise it, at which point I think.
Yeah, it goes. It
So
starts
that
with
means
them
it
and
goes-
goes back around to them. If anyone raises, it continues around that circle until someone either calls, folds, or it gets back to the person who originally raised.
Okay. So the halfling's gonna say raise.
Okay.
Also, which are you playing? 5-card stud, Texas Hold'em?
I have no
At this
fucking
point, it's
idea.
probably five card stud because
Yeah,
I would have
probably
5 cards
card.
in my hand.
Okay.
So yeah, he calls for a raise.
I look at Sonia.
I'll raise as well. Can I get more cards? Can I switch? Can I get rid of cards?
I'd say that was the thing. If you're playing poker, you kind of have to actually.
No,
do
I
the
mean
whole hand.
Sonia says that. Sonia's like, can I get more cards?
See, that's
Oh
what I'm
my-
getting at. You don't raise your bet before you change your cards in 5-card stud.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you do the you can either. So
Oh,
what? I
thank
basically-
God you guys know what the fuck poker is.
So basically, okay. So let's back up. Let's start from the beginning. So,
You
they deal our hands.
Welcome to the poker podcast, everybody.
Yeah,
I asked for 3 cards, and I sleight of hand 3 good cards into my hand to give myself a straight flush. He does the same thing, I assume. Sonia, you asked for more cards, I guess. I don't know.
Yes, I would like to get more.
See, this is why we kind of need to do an actual hand of poker.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not that big a deal. It's mostly for story.
Well, I would assume that like it's basically since you guys are all cheating, you guys are rolling.
If you're not gonna cheat, you're not gonna win this game. I'm just gonna
You're
tell you that right now.
you're rolling sleight of hands.
The way I saw it was like it's opposed sleight of hands checks. If
Yeah.
you're not
Okay.
gonna roll sleight of hands, you're not gonna win this roll.
Then I will roll sleight of hands.
What is
I asked-
Ilphelodel doing while this is happening?
I am standing next to the doorway as awkwardly as possible.
That's
With
on
the-
brand.
With the summon greater's demon spell just ready to go.
Half summoned.
Already, yeah. All right, so it's that's a 24.
That's not bad. It doesn't beat mine, and I don't know what he has.
17.
So, and then I put down my bet. He raises. Sonia. Do you raise or
I
call?
raise.
Okay.
I raise.
I'll raise again. So I'm just gonna say we're up to like what, 10 gold now?
Yeah.
Sure.
About.
Okay.
He's gonna raise again.
Okay. So 12 gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I said the initial pot was 5, but whatever.
Oh well, I mean we're raising, so that's fine. You don't have to raise by a certain amount.
Oh, okay.
So I look at Sonia.
I'm gonna call.
I'll call.
All right. And that is when you show your hand?
Yep. So the last person to raise shows his hand first, and then we go around.
And I would say at this point, whoever has the highest sleight of hand has the best hand.
Which is 26 over here.
Yeah, yeah, Jack definitely has the winning hand.
Cool. So I pull that. Would be 12. So my 12 back, plus his 12, plus Sonia's 12.
Yeah.
I make 22 gold.
I need to give her 12 gold. Hang on, let me give
So that's 23. So that's 23 gold total I've gained to this session. So 64. Hey, good game. And I'll buy a round of drink for everyone.
All right, the halfling polishes off his tankard and just looks at you, Jack, and says, "You know, you're pretty handsome."
God damn it! No, I was trying to do it. God, son of a bitch! I was literally about to be like, I was gonna slide in and be like, so, but like fucking.
No. You can do that. You can do that.
Yeah.
He goes to look at me, and Sonia's head just slides into the game.
I literally tackle him out of the way. So I slide across the fucking top of the table with my head in my arm, just like, hey, so stud.
Holy shit!
He just
Varroth just has his head in his hand, like, what the fuck am I watching?
He just says, "You know, I didn't notice it before we started playing, but you're actually really pretty."
Well, you know, you're a bit of a catch yourself.
All right, I'm walking away from this table. I'm done. That's the end of this. That's the end of the game
All
for
right,
me. I made some money.
I'm assuming that it's not going to be that hard to get him to take me back to his room.
Oh boy.
There are not.
It'll be hard.
Oh, I hate this.
That's what she said.
I don't think the yawning portal actually has rooms. I think it's just a tavern.
Oh boy, I sure hate this.
No, it's okay. I got plans. I got plans.
Yeah.
He says, "You know, I actually don't live that far from here."
Oh, will you mind showing it to me?
Sure thing. He gets up and starts walking downstairs. I hate this.
All right, so okay, so because we're just gonna speed this up, if you don't mind, right?
I'm just gonna point out.
Right?
Sure.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. I'm gonna convince him
follow.
to get Korin to drop Korin's thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I gotta be like, oh, you know, a friend of mine, Korin, told me about this place. It's all nice. He's such a nice little boy. Stuff like, you know. Can I get him to drop it?
So
Oh,
what
you know,
is
like,
you
I'm
have
gonna
to
go-
do to get this to happen?
I'm assuming I can talk him into it, right?
Yeah. He.
Yeah.
Okay.
The condition charmed is that they regard you as a well-respected friend. Okay. So our recording bot just died for whatever reason. We're back. So, yeah, the condition of charmed, I think they know that they've been charmed? Or maybe that's just the effect of the charm person spell?
I'm gonna look it up. Let's look it up. Let's see.
Yep, that's what I'm doing right now. Charmed creature can't attack the charmer or target the charmer with harmful abilities or magical effects. Charmer has advantage at any ability check to interact socially with the creature.
Damn it. Let's see. I'm looking up specifically.
I mean, they basically just do whatever you tell them to do. Unless
Well,
it's
in that
like,
case, well, in that
like,
case,
kill one of these guys, and then he's like, no, they're my friends too.
well, in that case, can I, when I get him back to his house, can I get him just to give me the whatever documents he has on Korin that say like he owes me money,
Yeah.
and then I knock him out and leave. And then you know what? After I knock him out, I go to where he showed me the documents were, and I take all the documents from all the other people who he has money on.
All right. Yeah, I'll let that happen. While that's happening, what are
And
Jack,
then
Varroth,
rob him,
Ilphelodel
and
doing?
then rob him. Take all
Yeah,
his
you
money.
know what? If he has any money around, anything gold, any value, I'll pocket it. Yeah, he goes into the bag. I'll hold it.
Whatever loose change he has lying around, I'll think up an amount.
Yeah.
So while that's happening, what are Jack, Varroth, and Ilphelodel doing?
I followed Sonia to make sure that
Oh, you did?
she was safe. Yeah,
Okay.
I was stealthing behind.
Varroth
follows
is
very
like
often.
just kind of like not far enough back that he has to, or close enough that it has to stealth, but like
He's tailing him.
enough that I can see Jack. So if Jack starts going, I can follow him. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Mm-hmm. Ilphelodel, what did you say?
Actually, Ilphelodel gets engrossed in his notes and forgets to fall.
All right. So you're still at like one of the tables, probably near the door of the yarning portal.
We're just standing like 5 feet
Yawning.
away from the
Yarning
door,
partle.
just reading. Not
Oh,
even
you're
sitting
standing?
down.
Okay. I love that. So, wait, Varroth, you followed, yeah?
Yeah, I
Varroth?
follow.
Okay. So Jack and Varroth, you guys notice that Ilphelodel is not behind you.
I'll go get him.
All right, that's fine.
I go
Alright.
back and grab a fellow.
Jack, Sonia exits the house with a pouch of coin and a lot of paper.
Looks like you got a good haul.
Yeah. So these are all the. This is all the documentation he has on all the people he's. God, what's the word for it?
Extorting.
Extorting. Yeah, extorting.
Can I see it?
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll roll it up into a tube and try to think of what I would cast on it to burn it. Probably scorching ray.
Well, I mean, okay.
What? We want to
I'll
get rid of
just-
it, right?
Yeah.
You know how
Well,
you
I
get
mean-
rid of things like this?
But it's also like, you never
Gonna.
know when it might come in handy.
Yeah, I know exactly when it will come in handy, which is never, and I cast scorching ray on it. Or I
I'm
just do
surprised.
burn it. I just do burning hands to just.
Okay. I'm surprised a little bit.
What? I
I
don't.
I figured you'd be in on that.
Extortion is not in
Little
my
racketeering.
wheelhouse anymore.
Anymore.
Fair enough.
I have decided. Oh, this is something that was decided a while ago. Extortion got me into problems, and it's not worth it.
Well, that got me.
Alright, so you guys meet back up at the yawning portal. Speak to each other like humans.
But
Do we want
that's
to?
weird and awkward.
I mean, we're here. I look down at the well.
No, we're not doing the well. We're not going into the depths.
Well, to be perfectly honest, this whole adventure is like we have to do shit until something happens. So
Yeah.
I should point out we did save that guy's papers so that we know that I do save his papers so I can
Korin.
hand them to him. Yeah, Korin's, so he knows that we actually did the job.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And I guess I'll get a drink and play more cards.
Well, I was gonna say now that we got that done, we can head on over to Cornerstone.
That's true. We can go to Red Larch.
Red Larch.
do we want to head right away or do we want to leave with the morning sun?
Let's just go now. I don't know how long this took. Maybe half a day.
Didn't seem like it took that long. Like,
It'll
hours.
take about it'll take about a day to get to Red Larch.
Right, but it only took us a couple hours to get all this done.
Right. It's
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Well, go give Korin these papers back and have him pay you for it, and then we'll head out to Red Larch.
You guys get the carriage ready. You guys get the you get the limo ready.
I mean, we'll go get a carriage. I don't know what a limo is.
I mean, you guys have a carriage.
Get the wagon.
We do, but isn't it like a dilapidated kind of garbage carriage?
I mean, yeah.
We could just rent a carriage.
Yeah, rent a carriage. Rent nice.
I mean, we do have enough
rent a
money.
nice carriage. We're in a nice carriage.
We are kind of rich.
It's got a jacuzzi in it.
Ah,
We ain't that rich yet.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't spend that much money.
All right.
Although, no, we do
So-
have 250
What if we
platinum. We may be
all
that rich.
We could
Go
lacquer.
shopping and get horses.
So here's what we could do. We could lacquer a wagon, and then pour water in it, and I could cast like burning hands underneath it,
Yeah, you know, get it
and
like
then we
nice,
could have a jacuzzi wagon.
nice, yeah,
Get it-
and a nice adventurous soup.
I don't think the dark entity that fuels my powers would mind me using it for that reason.
Stagnant boy soup.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, God!
Hey, no, you
Why
had
did
to
you
take
say
one.
that?
You had to go there.
Stagnant boy soup.
Oh,
God.
God.
It's that bad kind of soup, you know, when it gets the
Never-
foam on the top.
Never say that sentence again.
Blame Griffin McElroy for that one. Blame
Never
Griffin
say it again.
McElroy.
All right, so we're gonna get that wagon and we're gonna lacquer it
Yeah.
down then.
Yeah, lacquer it down. Look, if whatever dark forces Ilphelodel gets his power from, don't mind him doing the dumb bullshit he does. I can't imagine yours would be any worse, right?
All right, so like I'm
My
I'm
power
serious.
comes
Are we
from
doing
my
this?
brain.
Uh-huh. Is that what you call it?
What you are
I was-
thinking of is sinful.
All right.
Ilphelodel, all I'm gonna say is you regularly desecrate the dead. I don't think you have room to talk on what's sinful.
I give them new purpose.
He's not
He's not technically wrong.
Both
best-
can be
But I
right.
don't have to agree with it.
technically
Both things
correct,
can be
which
right.
is the best kind of correct.
Okay, so Sonia, you're heading back to Korin's.
I'm busting Korin's already. So I got your shit.
He puts down a beaker that he had in his hand. He just looks up and says, "You didn't kill Connor, did you?"
No.
Sure
Well,
did.
I might have killed him in a manner of speaking.
I don't like. What,
Like
What?
I might have killed his ability to love ever again. But if you mean his life, then no, he's fine.
well, you didn't castrate him, did you?
Let's just say he'll have a little trouble from now on.
Wait, did you? Wait, hang on.
No, I didn't.
Let's back up.
Sonya just believes no, Sonya just has a lot of faith in her skills to like break men's hearts. Doesn't matter if that skill's founded or not.
So this is a complete misunderstanding and thinks that...
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You, Sonya doesn't see what she did as that big because it really wasn't. Whereas Korin is taking it to the extreme, and Sonya doesn't know enough to disabuse him of that.
No, Sonya thinks that she shattered this poor man's heart. She broke he'll never love again. He's a husk of a man now.
Right.
But
But Korin thinks you castrated him.
Yeah, and Korin thinks I chopped off his dick. So like,
Korin just
No, that's making him a eunuch. Castration is just the balls.
okay.
I
yeah.
love that we know all of this stuff.
It's important.
Korin just he's got that paranoid look in his eyes again.
And I just got the episode title. Castration is just the balls.
Nope, that's not the episode title at all.
It's not
No.
Castle
Yes.
Super Beast. We're not allowed to make titles like
you,
that.
You can't stop it. It's what's been decided.
This is a wave.
I
This
put
is
the
a
papers
force
down
thing
so
you
that he
do.
has
Coin.
them.
Gives you a pouch of 50 gold and says, "Thank you for dealing with him. I'm glad that you didn't kill him, but I don't think you needed to. You know what? Just go. We'll speak again later if you need potions.
Never again.
Okay,
I'm
that's-
never talking about Connor ever again."
Yeah, it's best. Just let him stew in his own.
Every time he sees
That's-
Connor from now on, he's just gonna kind of stare down a little bit, like, what a shame.
It's like when you see someone who you know has got hit in the balls, and you kind of feel that itch in your own balls, and you're like,
I'm sure glad I did my dissertation on castration.
All right, so the
Welcome to my
carriage, you
TED
guys-
Talk. Today we're talking about castration vis-a-vis.
So you, the carriage you guys are going to, you guys are renting one.
No, I'm not kidding.
We're lacquering it up, yeah.
We are lacquering. I'm
old
on
one.
vacation.
Yeah, we're having fun.
Lacquering a wagon, and we are filling it with water. And every hour to an hour and a half, I'm casting burning hands on the bottom of it.
Yeah, well, we'll alternate. I can burning hands for an hour. You then do it.
Well,
the next hour.
well, that's true. You get all your key points back after a half an hour rest, and I would say soaking in a hot tub, going down the road is probably at least a half an hour rest.
Yeah, it's a definite rest. Yeah.
And okay, I'll actually let this happen. I guess.
We have the hot tub wagon.
And if we get attacked, I'm not wearing any clothes. I don't have any of my armor on.
No
so
pants.
it's fine.
No underwear.
It'll run you about 75 gold pieces.
Okay, I will pay 20 of that.
I'll pay the rest.
Oh right.
All right.
Well, actually, you're paying a lot of it because some of that gold's yours that I took from you in that card game. So I'm technically paying only like 8 of that. All right.
All right, so and I'm assuming you have horses hitched up to pull it.
Yep.
Well, okay, yeah.
All right, and we'll end the episode with you guys leaving Waterdeep in your stupid fucking hot tub wagon.
And we're hiring a driver, so one of us doesn't have to drive and miss out on it.
Yeah.
That'll be an extra 5 gold.
I will.
Here
pay
you go.
for that. Or you will pay for that. That's
All right, and that's the episode for this week.
We're gonna ride into like Red Larch on like a burning pile of wet wood.
I don't know anymore, man.
We're gonna start a fucking trend.
You really I think you really need to get on to be like, okay, what's the next part of the thing? Because the more you let us just do whatever, you're not gonna like it.
You're not gonna like what
We're gonna do whatever.
And with the 4 of us, that can mean any damn thing.
Listen, I let you guys have a hot tub wagon now.
This is...
That doesn't mean it's going to be safe.
You fiend!
I just want that moment where I jump out of the hot tub wagon naked with my sword and cut someone down with my dick flopping around. It's gonna happen.
I'm not even gonna get out of the wagon. I can shoot key blasts. I'm just gonna stay in the hot tub shooting key blasts.
Does this episode even deserve an outro?
Probably not. No, I don't think it does.
I'm going to give it one. Anyway.
No, we're just gonna end it on that
Episode.
visual of Jack jumping out of the hot tub wagon.
That hasn't
and
happened yet. We
swinging.
can't end it there.
I
No,
know!
I'm
We
saying-
suddenly get attacked on the wagon! Everyone has to roll initiative!
The goblins are very worried about me.
Jack
Okay,
rolls the
let me
highest.
amend what I said. We will end it on the possible visual of
All right.
Jack jumping out of the hot tub wagon, dick swinging, sword glowing.
Okay, so thank you guys for listening to whatever this episode of Moral Ambiguity was.
We're sorry.
Wow, that's
We-
maybe the worst. Like, I actually feel a little bad now.
No, it's fine. I'm just wow.
Yeah, this episode kind of went nuts.
I hope you guys enjoyed listening to it. Thank you guys for listening. You can follow us on Twitter at ambiguouspod or on Facebook. That's bit.ly/ambiguousfb. It's also, I think, I've secured facebook.com/ambiguouspod. If not, you can find us there.
I
can also
am going
find
to
us
bring
on-
up that depending how things go, we may have a gap of an episode going up because we may not be able to record if I end up having COVID.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Yes.
That's not great.
If,
So-
in the event that test comes back positive, there will probably be a gap. Maybe I'll run a one shot.
I mean,
As a
we'll see how
stopgap.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
be sick, but if I'm able to still at least like sit here and play, I'll play.
Well,
But-
yeah. If you
Right.
if you're sick too, you also don't have to participate in the one shot.
Yeah,
I can
ain't
just
nobody
run it
gonna
with-
make you.
Oh
ain't
no, I
nobody
get
make
you, but
play.
like what I'm saying is like as long as I still have a voice and I'm not like coughing every 2 minutes,
Mm,
we can still play just fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll see.
But like if I'm so weak that like I can barely stay awake, then yeah, you guys
Absolutely.
one shot it up.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I'm just giving everybody the
That's a good
forewarning
heads
that
up.
hey,
Yeah.
there might be some issues.
Yeah.
You can also find us on YouTube, Moral Ambiguity Podcast. You can also find us now on Anchor.fm, which is cool. The reason we switched over there and pulled off of Podbean, because Podbean makes you pay for unlimited uploads and Anchor doesn't. So,
Oh wow, I didn't actually know that. That's crazy.
yeah. Podbean is a little ridiculous.
Well, I mean, you know, it just depends on whether or not the place is able to get good sponsoring that they can. Podbean,
Is
I don't
it?
think
Aren't
has-
we?
Well, yeah.
Aren't we technically sponsored now with Anchor?
This will be the first episode with a sponsorship break.
Hell yeah.
So,
Make that paper.
yeah,
Yeah, you'll just do that and insert it in.
you'll hear it. So once again, just stay safe out there. COVID cases are spiking again. So,
But the evil has been defeated.
oh yeah, this is the first episode in a Biden America.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's literally only we're literally recording. It's only been like I think 2 or 3 days.
It's been a day.
A day.
Happened
Yeah.
last
Yeah.
night. Or yesterday.
No.
Yep.
It's been a
so
day.
yeah. I checked yesterday and it said like yeah he won and I didn't know how old that was. So I was like,
I don't know when this one's
Also-
going to go up, but
It's gonna go up this weekend on the 14th. Also, rest in peace, Alex Trebek,
Yeah.
yeah.
which is a huge bummer because I love Jeopardy. I love Alex. So.
look, Connery went and Trebek just couldn't live without him.
It's true. Yeah, rest in peace, Sean Connery. Also,
God, everyone's
Damn.
dying.
that's too many people. All right, this is depressing.
People get old.
Look,
You get
I
old
just
and
hope
die. Listen,
I just hope
listeners.
SNL does a tribute Celebrity Jeopardy this week.
Yes,
Yeah, that'd be
Celebrity
That'd be
Jeopardy with
great.
get Will back.
and we'll see you guys again. The next episode will go up, I believe, the Saturday after Thanksgiving.
cool. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. All right. Bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Later.
Bye.